Did you hear about the guy who thought he could become a millionaire by collecting pennies? He soon realized it wasn't quite as easy as he thought. Now let's be honest, we've all been there, haven't we? Dreaming of a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, or a winning lottery ticket landing on our doorstep. But let's face it, becoming a millionaire isn't a sprint. It's more of a marathon. It's a slow, steady, and sometimes grueling process. And no, you can't just stumble upon a treasure chest, or find a magic lamp with a genie ready to grant your wish of instant wealth. So what about those get-rich-quick schemes we often hear about? You know, the ones that promise to turn you into a millionaire overnight. If you just invest in a certain product or follow a certain plan, well, as the saying goes, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And trust me, there's no shortcut to a 7-figure bank account. But hey, don't get discouraged. Just because becoming a millionaire isn't as easy as pie, it doesn't mean it's impossible. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's very much achievable, even on a low salary. Yes, you heard it right. You don't need to be a high-flyer executive or a tech genius to amass wealth. It's not so much about how much you earn, but rather how you manage what you earn. It's about being smart with your money, making it work for you instead of the other way around. It's about building wealth step by step, brick by brick, penny by penny. So forget about those millionaire misconceptions and let's get down to business. Now that we've cleared up some millionaire misconceptions, let's dive into some practical steps you can take to build wealth. So, you've got a tight budget? No worries. Even with a low salary, we can make it work. Let's dive into the world of budgeting. It's not just about counting pennies. It's about understanding where your money goes and how to make it work for you. It's like being the conductor of your own financial orchestra, directing the flow of your income to create a harmonious symphony of savings and investments. Now let's talk about a couple of budgeting techniques that have proven effective for many. First up, the 50-30-20 budget. It's as easy as pie, or perhaps a pie chart. Imagine slicing your income into 3 parts: 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt repayment. This way, you're balancing your immediate needs, your happiness, and your future security. Then there's the envelope system. Picture this: you've got different envelopes for different expense categories, like groceries, rent, entertainment. When you get paid, you distribute your money into these envelopes. Once an envelope is empty, that's it for the month. It's a tactile and visual way of ensuring you stick to your budget. But remember, these are just guides. You can tweak them to suit your specific circumstances. After all, personal finance is, well, personal. Discipline and consistency are the unsung heroes in managing finances. It's easy to set a budget, but sticking to it requires a level of discipline that rivals an Olympic athlete's training. Consistency, too, is key. You can't expect to run a marathon if you only train once a month, right? So keep at it. Budget, review, adjust, and repeat. Budgeting might seem like a daunting task, but think of it not as a chore, but as a tool to achieve your financial goals. It's your money map, guiding you to the treasure chest of financial independence. Remember, a budget is not a constraint. It's your financial roadmap to becoming a millionaire. Now let's talk about boosting that income. No, we're not suggesting robbing a bank. What we're talking about is enhancing your financial flow through practical and sustainable methods. One of the most effective ways to boost your income is by starting a side hustle. Think of your skills and passions. Can you teach guitar lessons? Can you design websites? You'd be surprised how your talents can turn into lucrative opportunities. It's like having a golden goose, except the goose is you, and the golden eggs are the extra income you're making. But remember, a side hustle is like a delicate plant. It needs time and care to grow, so be patient and persistent. It may not make you a millionaire overnight, but it's a step in the right direction, like a slow and steady tortoise winning the race of financial freedom. Another great way to increase your income is by investing in your education to improve job prospects. Now, this doesn't mean you need to rack up student loans for a PhD. It could be as simple as taking an online course, attending a workshop, or getting a certification. It's like sharpening your axe before chopping the tree. The sharper the axe, the easier it is to chop down the tree. And in our case, the tree represents obstacles to higher income. Diversifying your income is another important aspect. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, especially if that basket is a single 9-to-5 job. Look for additional income streams like rental income, dividend income, or even royalties from a book or a song. It's like having multiple safety nets, so if one fails, you've got others to fall back on. To sum it all up, boosting your income isn't about working more hours or getting a second job. It's about being smart with your skills, time, and resources. It's about creating multiple streams of income that flow into your bank account, like tributaries joining to form a mighty river. Increasing your income is about leveraging your skills and time effectively. Ever heard the saying, "Don't put all your eggs in one basket"? Well, it applies to your money too. Imagine this, you're a farmer with a basket full of eggs. These eggs are your future, your retirement fund, your dream yacht. But what happens if you trip and drop that basket? Well, it's Omelette City and your dreams are cooked. That's why smart investors spread their eggs, or rather their money, across different baskets. This is what we call diversifying your investment portfolio. Think of your portfolio as a financial garden. You wouldn't plant only one type of seed, would you? No, you'd plant a variety of seeds, because you understand that different plants grow at different rates and in different conditions. It's the same with investments. By diversifying, you can help ensure that a setback in one area won't wipe out your entire portfolio. You're spreading the risk and increasing the potential for growth. Now you might be thinking, I get it, spread my money around, but where exactly? Well, there are several baskets to consider. Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, real estate. Even your own education can be an investment. Stocks, for instance, represent ownership in a company. When the company does well, so do you. Bonds, on the other hand, are like loans you give to a company or government. They promise to pay you back with interest. Mutual funds? They're like a pre-made basket of stocks and bonds. It's an easy way to diversify without needing to pick out individual stocks and bonds yourself. Real estate, whether it's a rental property or a fixer-upper, can also be a great investment. Lastly, never underestimate the value of investing in yourself. An education or a skill set can open doors to higher earning potential. But remember, every investment carries some level of risk. The key is to understand these risks and make informed decisions. Do your research. Maybe even seek advice from a financial advisor. Investing is not about getting rich quick. It's about getting rich smart. So go out there, diversify your financial garden and watch it grow. Frugality isn't about living cheap, it's about living smart. Now let's discuss the art of frugal living. It's all about making the most of what you've got. And it's a lot easier than you might think. Take shopping, for example. You don't have to cut out all of your favorite things. Instead, become a savvy shopper. Look for the best prices, use coupons, and take advantage of sales. You'll be surprised at how much you can save without sacrificing the things you love. Next, let's talk about monthly bills. From utilities to subscriptions, these can add up quickly, but with a little bit of effort you can cut back on these costs. Consider switching to a cheaper phone plan or cancelling that streaming service you hardly use. Every little bit helps. And lastly, consider cooking at home more often. Not only can it be a fun and rewarding experience, but it can also save you a lot of money compared to eating out. Plus, it's usually healthier too. Remember, frugality is not about sacrificing everything you love, but about making conscious decisions. After all, a penny saved is a penny earned. So we've covered a lot today, but remember, becoming a millionaire isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. It's about understanding the power of budgeting and making your money work for you. It's about exploring ways to boost your income, be it through a side hustle or improving your job prospects. And it's about investing wisely, diversifying your portfolio, and letting your wealth grow over time. It's also about frugality, about making conscious decisions on where and how to spend your money. It's about discipline, consistency, and employing the right strategies. And above all, it's about starting. Start today, start now. Create that budget, identify your expenses, and find ways to cut costs. Invest in your education, start that side hustle, and explore investment opportunities. Remember, every millionaire started somewhere. Your journey starts now. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be the one giving advice on how to make millions.